Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Thanks for tuning in and welcome back. On this episode, I am driving my 8.8 Panther on Ensk, the Tier 8 German premium medium tank, and I've got Natso with me from my clan. He's driving his TVP VTU. He's grinding that thing. It's not that he likes it, it's that he's grinding it. We're on Ensk on the south spawn, and I'm going to show you another example of gameplay with the new engine, with the new graphics, and we are headed over to the east side. Now typically you would find me going into the town no matter what, especially on a pure tier 8 battle like this, taking my gun to that critical area. But as I have said, if you are going to do something different away from the main battle area, then you need to have a good reason to do it, and it works a lot better in a platoon. So I've got two pretty decent players right here. We decide we're going to actually go out to the field. And I'm also looking all around all these maps for you guys, trying to find out if, hey, has the meta changed? Is there something new we need to know? So let's see how this goes as I take the 8.8 out here. Looks like we've got a fairly good push going with a 92, a Scorpion, myself, the Type 59, Natso's in trail, there he is, another Type 59, and the Suma SM. So this map is a bit bigger now. You can see that it's a little bit more wide open. The buildings look kind of bigger as we come in here, especially these two to the right. They're two-story buildings now. And we're going to move up into the field. The field fight's very similar. There hasn't been many major changes. I get hung up on these things right here. There haven't really been any major changes. So initially we're going to post up here and see if we can't find out what's going on. We've got the T-92 going in. I'm kind of taking a look. Interesting thing there is you can't be shot from that bush that's by their little building about where our scout is, and because there's so many of us, we're seeing a Defender, a P Victoria, and I just tell Natso, all right, let's push into these guys, let's roll these guys up. We got a large portion of our combat power over here, and we're only seeing 3 or 4 of them. Let's get up in their face and take them down. And then here comes their help. The thing is, though, they're not in position, right? We've got them all stuffed into a corner right here. Pretty good shape. That guy gets around and gets a shot on me. I'm trying to find a shot on him. We got the Suma. A little dicey initially, right? We are up in their face, but they've actually got a few more tanks than us. There goes the Proto. That's helpful. That's one of their bigger guns. Natso's trying to get in their face. And I see that Centurion going around them, and I see them falling back. So now's the time. Now we can get out there and really start punishing these guys for not making an organized push or attempting to take advantage of their numbers that they had. They're really in a defensive crouch, so this is going to end up working out really well for us. I'll take him down. The Centurions come around behind him, and that's just the power of flanking right there. You can have superior numbers initially, but if you're timid and you let the enemy flank you and get shots from multiple directions, and you're unable to bring your guns to bear in an organized manner, you're going to start to lose. Get a crit on him, shooting through things. Go ahead and aim it in because I had plenty of time. He wasn't looking at me. Unfortunately, someone else killed him. There's the Uds sitting there. Ouch. That appears to be my own tank. This tank reloads really fast. Quite nice as far as that goes. So I'm able to shoot in there. Lit him on fire, but he gets killed by somebody else. And this is one of the fun things about the Panther 2, or the 8.8. Just a great big heavy medium, and we got a couple really light RHMs. Relatively long reloads. They're getting hammered. They're trying to get away. Not a lot of great mobility on these guys. I'll shoot him, and then I'm swinging around here. I'm just telling Natso, I'm like, dude, I'm just going to ram kill this guy. Boom. Down he goes. Lots of fun. Tons of fun right there. Something I've talked about a lot in this game. Everything's a weapon. The wall, the cliff you're next to push them off, the water, your tank itself. Just use everything you've got to put damage on these guys. And we are kind of pushing into a semi-organized group of these guys here, and they're coming out together. There goes the 59. Now I'm facing 3 guys. I'm thinking, holy cow, that's not good. And I bounce. What? I bounce off the Tiger 2. He gets just enough angle there. Now we've got him tracked. Put a shot into his front sprocket. Wish I'd have shot the... Should have shot the back of this Ferdinand as he was going away, but I end up getting fixated on the 4502 here. Ouch, ouch. Down he goes. Here we go. We'll get him now. Down he goes. We end up with 3,459, 1,976 assists, and even 490 blocked, for goodness sake. An example then of a field push, which I don't necessarily recommend unless you can do it in an organized manner. And being in a platoon obviously helps. Also, you'll note that my team was aggressive and moved up with us. Or actually, I moved up with them because one of them pushed in there, and I decided that that looked like a pretty good opening. So I won't take complete credit for all of that up there. So that is one of the cases where it will work. If you get bogged down on the field and your heavies losing the town, then you have trouble because now your lighter tank's attempting to come into a better defensive position. But if your heavies are able to hold on like ours were and even start to win, when you get that big crowd of lights and mediums coming around in behind them, they're really in a lot of trouble at that point. And it just finishes the cascade, the avalanche, whatever you want to call it, the face roll, ends up taking them out. So as far as this map goes, I don't think it's changed much. As far as the meta goes, I'll caveat that, like I've said, with everything. Unknown right now, things could change, but I really don't see it on this particular map. I will have an example later, but the interior here, this fight in here is actually a little bit different in the micro-positioning capability. There are a couple lanes of fire that don't exist anymore. In particular, there was a lane of fire that went down here on this corner, could shoot into here, and there were some bushes here you could bush up with. You actually can't really do that anymore. There's a very thin way to see through there now, but it used to be quite wide open, a really nice firing lane. That's kind of gone. I'll show you that at some point in the future. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your support as always, and we will see you.